Good morning again. It's 5 o'clock. It's January 9th. Today's really all about coming back and sitting down and starting to reflect again and start to try to figure out, are you on the right path still? Have you written out the right resolutions? Have you defined them properly? Were they realistic? There's no better time than in the present to go ahead and reflect and change again and set those new goals. Just kind of go over a little bit of that 5 a.m. protocol, because a lot of the things, a lot of the tactics that you're doing really allow you to put yourself in the right position to move forward, and kind of just go over those again today. So you have that 1 hour protocol, that 20-20-20 that a lot of people are talking about, and I'm just that messenger and trying to let you know how I approach this, and how maybe you could tweak it and make it your own. So the goal is to really reflect for 20 minutes. So you wake up, you try to figure out, you ask yourself those hard questions, because as you start to break down your goals and move forward in your life, you're going to start asking yourself a lot more questions, and you have to do things like ask yourself, how far have you come, and where could you go next? Because on this journey, you get to a lot of roadblocks, and you wonder whether or not the progress is real, and you wonder where you should go next, and if you don't have this time, some part of your day to sit down and reflect, and you just kind of get into those same ruts that maybe have gotten you down in the past, where you haven't quite kind of just you kind of you start going through the motions, and before you know it, the year will be over, and you'll ask yourself again next year, I just why didn't I accomplish my goals? Why didn't I take that new course, learn that new topic, so that I could get the promotion or change jobs or start a new business, whatever your real end goal is. So that's your time, 20 minutes. It's just you're drinking your coffee, you're whatever you're doing in those first 20 minutes. It's just to wake up, and it's perfect time for reflection. That next topic is kind of journaling or planning your day, and you're once again you're asking those questions, but in this case you're really answering those questions, and trying to put some legs behind things, and you're breaking these processes down. I have this concept called an idea scorecard, and it's really these 5 steps that if I have an idea, I want to put something behind it. I don't want to just give up an idea, even no matter how big or small. You take that idea and you run it through a little process, and ask yourself whether that's something you really want, and if that's something that's very feasible given your current schedule, and how you want to do things in the near future. But ultimately, you're really asking yourself, what are the things that have to get done today to consider it a success? So like I said, it's January 9th. You have a new opportunity here to to take your second week of January, and there's no better time than the present to go ahead and keep making those changes. So the first week didn't work out the way you thought it was going to. Why not? Why didn't it work out? And how can you make small changes today that could make those decisions that didn't happen last week happen this week? And ultimately, we got to get our little stretching in. Shortly hereafter, after this video here, I'm going to jump on my bike, drink some more coffee, because I was up late last night watching some great videos, some tutorials. I'm actually a web designer, web programmer, on the side here, and some great new things are happening in my ecosystem, and that's the thing. You have to find out those new things that are happening in your ecosystem, whatever your niche is, whatever that little thing that you're good at, or the thing that you want to be better at. You have to go find where those experts are, and find where those people that are doing what you want to do, see what they're doing, see what those new things are. But ultimately, the point is, your last 20 minutes of that protocol is you gotta get moving. You gotta get your body moving because you're gonna go to work this morning, and you'd really like to be a little more loose, and you need a little dopamine kick. You need to get that stretching going. Maybe use some weights if you have them. Go for a run if you have the opportunity to. I know it's really cold here. Maybe it's cold where you are as well, so maybe you don't want to. But do whatever you can to get your body moving. You'll really benefit from that. And ultimately, that's the thing. It's like I said. It's still early in this new year. You have the opportunity to change if that's on your plan. You have the opportunity to just spend these few moments here with me and in the morning to really put some legs behind a plan. And I just have to overemphasize the actions, the small steps, the little things that you have to do daily to learn. And sometimes when you're learning a new topic, it's best to come back to those things multiple times, because I know some topics I'm learning right now in my craft is very difficult the first time I go through it. The second time I go through it, they say 7 times to go through something before you really start to really let it sink in. And that's where I'm at in some of my processes, and that's really challenging. And I know that from a personal experience, that in these moments early on, learning something new is challenging. And I'm on that first, second, third iteration through something, and it's becoming more, I'm kind of going deeper now, and that's what you'll find. As you learn, you'll want to go deeper, and that's where I'm at in my stage with certain things where, something doesn't make sense, something you've wanted to learn for so long. When you first open up that word, those words seem like a foreign language, and maybe it is a foreign language, but what it comes down to is seeing that repetition over and over again, where these words become part of your vocabulary, and then you search for deeper meanings, and then ultimately you acquire those necessary skills, and you wonder how you never, or you wonder how that process took so long, or why you were so afraid, or why you didn't do it sooner, why you didn't learn this topic sooner. And that's what this whole protocol's about, is reflecting, journaling on what the things you need to accomplish more on. You get that little workout in, kind of revamps your mindset, and it's really all about energy and motivation, and keeping yourself at a sustainable point in your life where you can take the goals and little initiatives that you want to take, and spread them out over that course of a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, however big your goal may be, and just slowly chipping away at it. So with that being said, hey, we're going to have a good week this week. I can't wait to see you again. I put on little things here and there whenever if I have an idea midweek, I'll post it. Otherwise, we'll see you next week. Have a great one.